Hey everybody, welcome back to another unusual car chat. It's nice and quiet in here, so hopefully I'll be able to share some tips and tricks to go with your Vinted listing. If you've been thinking about setting up a Vinted account and you don't really know if it's worth it or not, I do have some insight and honest review if it's really worth setting up a Vinted account and start selling your stuff. Welcome back. I'm Marshmallow Mummy, and I've been taking you on my Vinted journey. I've been doing Vinted for a while. I used to buy a lot of stuff on Vinted, but I've been selling quite a few bits recently and been doing it for a while. So I thought I would just put a video together for you just to clarify it and help you decide if it's something that you want to give it a go. So, as I said, I started buying clothes on Vinted when my daughter was really little, and obviously when she started growing like mad, I started selling her stuff. I was bundling things, and I started selling my unused and new stuff and my husband's stuff as well. So, been doing this for a while, as I said, but then I just thought, well, is it really worth it? A couple of times I thought, well, it may not be worth it. So I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, and an ugly side of Vinted. Let's start it with the good. So why is Vinted so good? Because literally it costs you nothing to set up your account. Either when you start selling, when you start buying, there is no investment apart from obviously your time. When you set up your account to begin with, it's quite straightforward. I put a video together for you, so I'm just going to pop it up in the corner. So it's so simple to set up your account, so it's free of charge. Also, it's good to look after the environment because obviously the stuff that we can sell, we can rehome. It means that it's not going to end up on a landfill, which I think is very, very important because, last thing I want to do is chuck the clothes, put it in the bin, recycle it. But someone, just because it doesn't fit us or we don't use it anymore, it might be perfect for somebody else. And also, it's obviously good to make a little bit of money on the side. So these are the good side of Vinted. The bad side, that you can't really rely on how much money you're going to be making. So if you think that you will be able to sell and make 10, 20, 30, 40 pounds a week, the Vinted is not really for you because it's really, really hard to predict if anything's going to get sold or not. So it's really up and down. Some weeks, I know days when I literally sold and went to the locker, I had like 12, 13, 14 items, packages, but some weeks I haven't sold anything. So it's really not a good kind of reliable income to have if you like. And also it's very, very slow. As I said, depending on the season, for example, in the summer, if you've got winter jackets, obviously that's not going to sell. If you've got a lot of school stuff like uniform and things, put it on at the end of the summer. People are looking for uniform. Well, to be honest, uniform people tend to look throughout the year. But I find it at the end of summer when people are preparing, obviously, for September. That's the best time to actually list those items. So as I said, it's unpredictable if it's gonna get sold, and also it's gonna sell, and also you can rely on the income as a permanent income or a fixed income, and also people will be sending you cheeky offers. So I find it, do not take it personally. When you get an offer very, very low, just decline it or counter offer. People will try to get the best deal again, so you will have to deal with low offers. This is kind of the bad side of Vinted, if you like. And the ugly side, to be honest, I haven't really had many of this kind of experience, but sometimes the buyers will give you grief. They could be aggressive, they could be denying that they received the items, but just go through Vinted and go and follow their procedures and be polite. Be always polite to your buyer, even if it means that you have to bite your tongue. Be professional, get Vinted involved. and sort it out, but go through the proper way and be transparent. That's why I think communicating with your buyer is definitely one of the priorities, I think, because there could be miscommunication, and if you're polite, it's likely they will be polite back to you as well. So, is Vinted for you? Well, I kind of tried to summarize it quickly. Well, it is for me because I've got a lot of stuff around the house. My daughter's been growing like mad, so we have got a lot of things that, she's the only child, so won't be able to pass it down. And it just, it would either end up in a charity shop or it just ends up in a recycling bin. So I always try to um, list new stuff, old stuff, used stuff, but obviously make sure that the condition of the item is not too bad. But yeah, Vinted is definitely for me. Please let me know in the comment if it is for you or you will embark on your vintage journey. I've got loads of videos up already. Check out the playlist. But yeah, go for it. Do not feel intimidated because it's so much easier than you probably think, because you only need a phone, set up your Vinted account, take photos, list it, and voila, you will be able to make a few quid. I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Have a good fun, everybody. Take care. Goodbye for now.
Okay, let's go.